Hi, everybody. I'm Delegate Chris Head with this week's update from Richmond. Well, the 2017 General Assembly session began last Wednesday. Now, this year is a short session year. It's just 46 days from start to finish. And even though our primary responsibility in the short session is to make adjustments to our biennial budget, we're still putting forth a bunch of legislative proposals that are aimed at creating jobs, improving healthcare costs, and creating more educational opportunities. Now, one thing we've done new this year is a transparency measure that was announced on the first day, and that's the video archiving of each day's session. Now, we've been live streaming session for several years now, but this new archive feature will allow the public to view the floor proceedings of the House during the 2017 session on demand. Now, we've also added a search feature that will allow you to search the video by bill or by member, so you can see and hear the debate on the bills you're interested in or the delegate you'd like to see in action. Now, if you've never watched a session, it's a lot different from watching C-SPAN broadcasts of the U.S. Congress. When we have a floor debate, it's an actual debate with people going back and forth on a bill if it's in any way controversial. So take a look at it if you get a chance. The next few days won't have a lot going on, but that's going to change really quickly. Anyway, the link to the videos is available in the text copy of my newsletter, and it's also on my website and on the Virginia General Assembly website. The Governor's State of the Commonwealth address is also in that archive in case you missed it and are interested. Now, this year I'm carrying several bills, and I plan to file one or two more in the coming days. I have a bill that's dealing with drug testing for certain welfare programs, with the focus being on getting people into drug treatment programs if they have a problem. I've got an unemployment bill that helps incentivize those on unemployment to take a job without losing all of their benefits if they do. I've got a small business job creation tax credit and a constitutional amendment filed that would help us in the General Assembly rein in some of the out-of-control regulations that flow from government bureaucracies. In addition, I refiled a bill from last year that protects franchise owners as independent small business owners, and it helps ensure that the relationship between a franchisee and their franchisor is clear and distinct. Now, this bill passed both houses last year, and it has the overwhelming support of the business community at all levels, but it was vetoed by the governor. So we've decided to give him a chance to get it right this year. Now, that bill is House Bill 1394. It's already passed out of the Committee on Commerce and Labor, and it's headed to the House floor this week. Now, as my other legislation progresses, I'll keep you updated. And if you'd like to follow along, you can find a link on my website to help you do just that. Now, last year, Governor McAuliffe announced an over $1 billion budget shortfall. Now, this came as the result of a lagging economy that generated a lot less tax revenue than he expected. Now, unfortunately, that new Virginia economy that he's always championing has been steadily replacing high-paying full-time jobs with lower-paying part-time jobs. Weekly wages are down, and the number of part-time employees are up by more than 20,000 since 2015. And revenues are way down, but Virginia's Constitution still requires a balanced budget. Now, last month, Governor McAuliffe unveiled his proposed budget, and that proposal is just the first step in a long process. It's now time for the House to develop our budget. Now, it will be conservative and responsible. We'll invest in key priorities, but we'll do so in a fiscally responsible and prudent manner. The heavy lifting on that process is going on now in the Appropriations Committee, so watch for more updates as we go along. By the way, if you haven't already done so, I would really appreciate it if you'd fill out my session survey. The link to that survey is on my website and on my Facebook page. And it really helps me know what your priorities are as we move through the legislative process. And let your friends and neighbors in the 17th District know about it as well. Your thoughts on important issues really do help. Now, later in session, I'm going to be holding a telephone town hall meeting. I haven't done one of those in a while, but they're a great way for me to directly communicate with hundreds of voters in my district. Now, we'll discuss the important issues for this year's session, and on the call, you'll have the opportunity to cast your vote on the issues that we discuss. And then I'll be able to share the results of those SNAP surveys as they happen. If you want to make sure you're included on that call, please email me with your best contact number at delchead@house.virginia.gov. Now, finally, I would really love to hear from you directly if you have any feedback on legislation that's pending before the House, or if there's anything that I can do to help you in dealing with a state government agency. And during session, I can be reached by phone at 804-698-1017 or by email at delchead@house.virginia.gov. And if you're planning to visit Richmond during session, I'd really love for you to come see me. I'm in room 408 in the General Assembly building. Thank you again for allowing me to serve as your delegate. I'll have another update for you next week or sooner if something special comes up. In the meantime, take care and God bless.